come from South Sudan and I came here in 2008. The reason that's why I came here is because my village had a lot of bad things. So my dad decided for our own safety we have to come to Uganda.
I'm a South Sudanese, but when the war broke out was when we were brought this side. And when we arrived in Arua, we saw the area was also a different environment and different people. So it was a bit hard first coping up with people.
Most of these migrants and refugees are actually from Democratic Republic of Congo, which is just 9 kilometers away from where we are now, to the border, and then also from South Sudan, which is about 75 kilometers from where we are. And so when we get these influxes, we report to the Office of the Prime Minister, because that is the government body that is mandated to handle the issues of migration and migrants generally. And we think in the future, being a border city, I think the government should change its policy and gazette Arua City as one of those cities that can host urban refugees. We have 3 big urban local governments in the West Nile region: Arua City, Koboko Municipality, and Nembi Municipality. We have a legal association called here West Nile Development Association, abbreviated as WENDA. So through this forum, actually we are trying to bring the local governments together, and one of the issues is the issues of refugees.
People are just moving up and down because they are suffering. I'm urging the international community to give pressure to our leaders so that we have peace in our country. Instead of they are wasting time for giving us food for how long? And they wanted us to die here because of hunger. We are not coming here because of hunger, because of war.
Some of them are registered at the camps, but they prefer residing in the urban centers. Most of these districts are hosting refugees. It is important to get data about refugees in West Nile region. The reason why I say it's important is when the data is known, it will help the government to plan for both host community and refugees. And if the data is not known, refugees are not planned for. It means now it is the host community suffering. The little resources we have for the host community is now shared by these refugees.
As a city, first of all, we want to thank Cities Alliance for helping us sponsor some study that could take the census of the refugees in the city. We are actually the biggest of the 10 new created cities in Uganda. But as a city, as an entity, our biggest challenge here is the government, central government policy not recognizing urban refugees. It only recognizes urban refugees in Kampala. The fact of the matter is the urban refugees are here. Actually, it's very hard to control the movement of people.
Our country has an open door policy, but since they are now here, now we have to sacrifice and share the little resources in the health sector, in the education sector, and so on. We do not get additional funding from anybody.
A total of 24,000 people who are within. They are not in the camp, but they are certainly among us. And the services which they get free services. But if there could be any other support to this health facility, like issues of infrastructure, and also to support area of transport, and also human resource, that one could have been also good.
Most of them leave the camps and they want to come and study here. Because of the big numbers, We really have the problem of teachers, we have the problem of chairs or desks for the learners. Then we have also the problem of toilet facility. But then another big challenge is feeding, because all the students feed here in the school. The government does not pay money for non-citizens. That means all the resources we get here, we are getting for only 1,500 children. But we are able to share it for all of them, all the 1,900.
In these upcoming secondary cities, the data should be known such they should plan for them. Secondly, these refugees, some of them have skills. In fact, there are some NGOs which have built their capacities in skills training, in business management, and so on.
From having nothing to do, because the only thing that I always thought in my mind was like, I have to study hard and at least I have to go and look for a job outside there. So that's how AVSI started changing my life. So he came to my place and picked me and showed me my training center. I was excited to learn something new.
He came and explained the reason to us why he came. It's like he's looking for refugees, like there is an organization that would like to support us. I was so happy and I was so excited. So I told my mom about it and she was like, what am I going for? I told her that I think I'm going for hairdressing.
Many of them, they are working, they are earning living. Their life has somehow improved. So I'm so grateful to Cities Alliance and so grateful to Swiss government.
It is through the support of Cities Alliance that our capacities were built and people learn saving culture. So we really appreciate the support which Cities Alliance is giving us to improve on their livelihood.
What we have done as a city, number one, is to share this data so that we raise the voice, the fact of the matter that we have refugees living within the city. That we have done. But also secondly, we're in the planning season. We have already incorporated actually the numbers that this data generated about the refugees in our planning system. We hope that the services we are going to render will be able to reach them, and it will also open our eyes to see how we can intervene and maybe in terms of affirmative action in those areas where these refugees are settled. We are very, very grateful to coexist with the migrants and refugees.